Finally, the Social Security cost of living adjustment increase. It's here, announced today, and take a look. That's because the CPI data reading for the inflation, it was released and it holds steady at 3.7% in September versus the 3.6% forecast, which means, take a look, Social Security cost of living adjustment, it will be 3.2% for 2024. This was officially announced from the Social Security Administration. This is on their official website, but there are a couple things that you need to watch out for that I'm going to be covering in this video that they're not mentioning. There's two big things that could be impacting that benefit. Now, stick around for that. And also, I'm going to be covering with you the exact amounts so you know exactly what to expect come 2024 with this Social Security cost of living adjustment increase, which in my personal opinion is still not enough. We still need to provide additional increases across the board, kind of like what was promised by President Joe Biden several years ago when he said pass the Expansion Act by Bernie Sanders, which will increase benefits by $200 per month. Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. But let's go ahead and get right to it. And before we do me a favor, smash the like button if you appreciate the updates. Just takes a second, it helps me out a ton. Hit subscribe to stay up to date. I'll keep you up to speed on everything unfolding with Social Security. And we are not done. There needs to be reform. Otherwise, there's going to be several issues coming down the road here very soon. And with that being said, though, let's go ahead and dive right in. All right, so as you can see, articles coming out in just the past hour giving the update that the Social Security Administration made the announcement for the cost of living adjustment increase at 3.2%. This is going to be impacting 71 million Americans around the nation. Social Security retirement, SSI, SSDI, all the benefits. But let's take a look at the official website so you can see it for yourself. It says the latest COLA is 3.2% for Social Security benefits and SSI payments. Social Security benefits will increase by 3.2% beginning with the December 2023 benefits, which are payable in January of 2024. So that's when you're going to see this benefit increase applied, is for 2024. Federal SSI payment levels will also increase to 3.2% effective for payments made for January of 2024. Now, because the normal SSI payment date is the first of the month and January 1st is a holiday, the SSI payments for January are always made at the end of the previous December. So you will get that a little bit early. Now, how is it calculated? As I mentioned, this is from the CPIW inflation data reading that was released this morning. And when they saw that it was aligned with what they forecasted, they said the increase was going to be a 3.2% increase. And here you can see the calculations. It's based off of Q3. So they compare 2022s to 2023s. You can see the increase right there, and it calculates out to that 3.2% increase for Social Security benefits. Now let's cover the exact amounts that you can expect to receive. And I actually covered this in a previous video from this article right here that came out about a week ago that said the projections were a 3.2% increase across the board. And what would that look like if that actually unfolded? So let's go ahead and scroll right down, get right to it so you can see what the numbers come out to. And you will see here, Social Security COLA increase 2024. Now it gives the average amounts. You very likely don't collect this exact amount. You could collect more, you could collect less. But when they apply that 3.2% increase to the benefits, here's what it looks like on average. So first, for retirees, right now the average increase would be $58, and that would make your 2024 paycheck amount every single month look like a $1,885 check. So it would increase by $58. Workers with disability, on average, they're going to see an increase of $47, which will make your new paycheck look like $1,530. Senior couples, both receiving the benefits, it would be a $95 per month increase, which would make the check look like $3,067 every month. For widows or widowers, $55 per month increase, which would make the average check look like $1,759, and widows and widowers with 2 children, $113 per month increase, which would make the average check look like $3,633. Now, because the COLA increase for Social Security payments is determined by inflation between the third quarter of 2022 and the third quarter of 2023, the official figures for the 2024 won't be released by the Social Security Administration until mid-October. This article said 1 week ago, which was today, which means that these numbers, they are now official. So now that we have the official increase of 3.2% for the 2024 cost of living adjustment and the exact amounts, there are still two big things that you need to watch out for on your benefits that they're not telling you about right off the bat. So I want to make sure that everybody's aware of this so no one is blindsided by these two things. Now, this article came out and says, here's how much Social Security benefits will rise in 2024. It covers the 3.2% cost of living adjustment. Now, take a look at this. This was interesting from the CPI data rating, and then we're going to get into the two things to take into consideration. Housing costs have seen some of the biggest increases over the past 12 months. Let me know, have you seen your rent going up? And is that additional roughly $50, $60 a month going to help out with that? Shelter costs were up 7.2% in the 12 months ending in September, according to the Bureau of Labor Statistics. The food costs were up 3.7%. So both of these inflationary elements have exceeded what they're increasing for Social Security recipients. In a recent poll by the Senior Citizens League, just over 2/3 of the respondents reported that their household expenses remained at least 10% higher than 1 year ago. And that is why I personally think we need a bigger increase for those on these fixed income benefits that have paid into the program their entire lives and now are saying it is not enough to keep up with the cost of living. Now, here is the first thing to watch out for. An expected increase to Medicare Part B premiums will eat into the modest Social Security raise. Part B premiums are automatically subtracted from beneficiaries' Social Security check. The Centers for Medicare and Medicaid Services is expected to announce the Part B premium for 2024 later this fall. The Senior Citizens League projects that the standard Part B premium could rise to about $179.80 a month for 2024, up from this year's $164.90. So even though they're giving you an increase in Social Security, they're going to take it away with Medicare Part B premiums. Now, the second thing to watch out for is that taxes could further erode some retirees' benefits, and I've covered this for you in detail on the channel, as they're saying about 50% of recipients are now pushing into tax brackets where they're clawing back about 50% of the benefits after that bracket. You will pay federal income taxes on a portion of your benefits if your combined income is more than $25,000 as an individual and more than $32,000 as a couple filing jointly on your taxes. These dollar thresholds have not been adjusted for inflation since they were first implemented back in 1984, and to me, it's a shame. It's about time that they either raise these brackets or get rid of them altogether. Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. So that is the official announcement released today with the exact amounts and also what to watch out for. Now, in addition to that, regarding taxation, I've let you know that there has been several bills released this year to get rid of what they're calling the double taxation on Social Security, which simply, it is just not right. Now, they recently had a hearing this year on this exact thing. Now, to see that video and what they had to say, check out this one right here as I covered it for you in detail. And they're saying it is time to stop the double taxation on Social Security. And that is still a bill that we're waiting to see come to fruition. That, along with increases across the board and other things for Social Security. And I'll keep you up to date every step of the way. But you guys, that is the latest. Thank you so much for joining me, and I'll catch you in the next video. Take care. God bless. This is Steve.